Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome back to Starbound Frackin Univserse. When we last left off, we were just doing a little bit of colony building, and today we're continuing that with a little bit of just furnishing up some things here. I was just finishing this Apex lab thingy. I think we'll put an invisible colony deed in here. Let's see. Oh, you're a chef. I'll be honest, I don't really want a chef, so I'm gonna... Ooh, where do I put this to make sure I'll be able to find it again? Yeah, because I don't really want a chef. So you know what? We'll pop these things off until our friend spawns in. There you go, just a regular crazy-haired old Apex. That's good. Very crowded. This is not, these are not luxury living conditions that people in these apartments are going to be enjoying, so too bad for them, but I guess good for us. You know what? Since I'm not really doing anything with this, I'll just use this to store extra stuff that I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm going to do with as of yet. Actually, you know what? In the common areas, I think we'll maybe have our little steampunk lamps. Something like that. There we go. I mean, we've got lots of them, so we're going to be able to do all kinds of cool stuff with these, I think. And I also feel I should probably take off my light pack there so that we can kind of get a better feeling for how bright it's going to be in here. And it's actually kind of dim. Just the right level of dim, I think. That flickering light would probably cause some headaches, I imagine, if I were to live in such a place in real life, but let's not worry about that right now. This is, of course, going to be probably a human abode. So let's see where I have left our... here we go. All right, let's see. What is a simple human bed? Let's just... Human bed, okay. That won't really get us what we want exactly. Cryogenic pod, an eye bed, fancy lamia bed, feeling bed, flesh bed, other flesh bed, a golden oak bed, a regular old high-tech bed. We want an iron bed. Well, it doesn't quite have the look I want. Probably a wooden bed. Yeah, just your everyday wooden bed. Let's see. If I type in human, will that sort it? No, it won't. It won't easily sort it anyway by basic human-y things. Ooh, a cassette player. Nifty. Oh. Is this vanilla? I've never seen this before. Could be vanilla, but it might not be, so we'll leave that for now. That's actually pretty cool. You know, no matter what it is. Fancy snowman, that doesn't really make sense here. Whatever cool stuff do we have? That is the question. What do we really want? Do we want an iron chair, an iron table? Probably not. We're going to go for simple stuff for the most part. LED screen? I don't know. What do we really want? A round table? Interesting. It's a scorched biome thing. A small mirror. A stylish television, which is also part of this. You know what? Why not spawn in a scorched person? Why not? There we are. A rusty chair from a rust biome. But what would be a chair that would go with scorched? If I type in scorched, will that actually... Alright, so that's everything I have here for a scorched table, you say. Alright. Well, that's not bad. We'll put in a wooden clock because people like clocks. All right, that'll do. And then we'll have to go and grab ourselves a colony deed at some point. Oh, we've already got a quest. Nice. Probably not gonna indulge in it right now, but we do know it exists now, so that's good. There we are. Clock over here on the wall. And a table here so he can eat his, or her, whoever spawns in, they can eat their TV dinners, which is what they'll probably have, because there's not enough room for a kitchen in here, unless they constantly go over to their neighbors to borrow, kitchen supplies, which I suppose they could do. Alright, let's get a light source in there, and then we can spawn in our friend. Alright, let's see, light, scorched. Aromatic candles, nifty. Can't easily just spawn in something there. What would be an appropriate An appropriate light for our scorched friend. It's a tungsten lamp. Do we have any standing lamps? We do not. Or at least none I'm seeing. Just a red candle? No. I want to try to mostly avoid using Frackin Universe specific items while building, just because I don't want to cause any potential issues. Well, I mean, I suppose that's a bit too late, because this world probably has Frackin Universe specific stuff that is spawned in it already, so if for whatever reason I wanted to try backing up this world and using it elsewhere, it probably wouldn't fly. You know, that looks okay. I'm alright with that. That's some good stuff. Wow, you're already ready to give me more stuff. That's not bad. Alright, off to the outpost. And then back home again, so it's all good. Alright, I am a happy man. We have a nice looking colony here. The hard part, of course, is going to be figuring out how to collect my rent monies. I have 10 invisible deeds and 10 brass deeds. For the most part, I should probably endeavor to use the brass deeds over the other kind. There we go. One day I want a spaceship like yours. I think you're a regular human and not like the specific scorched earth biome person. Would I be able to fit that brass thing in here anywhere? Not the way I've crowded stuff in there, so that's going to have to be invisible. But at least it works out, so that should be okay. So we've got ourselves, you know, everyone's hanging out in the store during the day. Good for them. I'll take those ducats, and by ducats I, of course, mean pixels. Pixel-type ducats. Ducats that are also pixels. Anyway, yes, so this is going to be our founderizing type place. I don't know, how thick do we want these blocks to be, I wonder. These are the questions. Alright, well, I guess to start, let's, well, completely destroy everything as we kind of dig our way over here. There we go. And I'll just pick up all that because we can. Alright, might as well get a regular old healthy, wholesome sidewalk in here. There we go. Excellent stuff. Yeah, you get out of there. You're just causing problems for everybody when you're doing stuff like that. Alright. So this is going to be the edge of that, and then we get into our little bricks right here. I don't really know why. I don't know if I like this. I don't think we're going to build the actual powery plant type place today, because I'm not quite feeling it on what to do with that. So we'll leave that for now. We'll wander on over here. The quest, we have lost our opportunity for the quest, but that's okay. And I guess we shall instead sort of continue just building up buildings here as we do. And also that. Oh, I forgot to put that that light post back. We probably want that, because they're ever so stylish. These lovely little frontier lamps. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, there we go. Delightful. Perfect. Everything is in its place, as it should be. Actually, I think that's a bit closer than it was before, but that'll do for now. And also, in the comments for the last video, I got a lot basically saying that you guys are pretty cool with how we're doing things right now, so I appreciate that. And glad that you guys are enjoying the way I'm doing stuff right now. Actually, I've made that one higher than I needed to. And again, I suppose that's better. Better one too high than one too short, if I were to guess. Which I suppose is exactly what I'm doing. There we are. And a little bit of that. And finally, some of this. And we just stick in a door. You know what? That looks too short. Yes, that is in fact too short. Why does this look... Some weird optical illusion of my own demise, or my own making. There we are. Probably because I'm blind or something. There we go. There we are. Nice little house there. Nice little place there. Not entirely sure I'm feeling these windows as I have them. But we'll keep it for now. I think that'll do. The design is at times questionable, but overall, I think we've got something reasonable going here. And I like it. So we'll keep it. Good stuff. Alright, so we have this. And mostly what I am working on at this point is just figuring out how to put enough room here, because I finished off building the sort of church area off camera, just kind of gave it a little sprucing up. As suggested in the comments as well, I changed the wooden platforms here into stone platforms. It works out much nicer. I'm still kind of disappointed that this bell doesn't ring. I feel for sure there was something that could ring and move and do stuff, but apparently it's not that, so oh well. It's all good. It's all good nonetheless. Anyway, because I was almost thinking, especially thinking, if we imagine there is a history to this town, and let's say this church was built here way back in ye olden days before electricity and everything, I guess hence the torches and everything, if maybe the idea would be that perhaps the optimal way to set things up would be to have it so that there would be like a little park, because as I recall, way back in the olden days, the church was usually like the town center, mostly because people who built churches were clever and they realized if they put the church in the center of town, then it naturally becomes a hub, and what better way to help convert people and just get people listening to your message than by sort of building something around it. The early church was smart that way. It was all about building communities and stuff like that. So, yes, we'll go with that. It's the glitched church of the Holy Gaslight. They spoke of gaslights long before the invention of the gaslight. They foresaw its coming, or something like that. That'll be our justification there. There we are. I might actually want to make this bigger, but that's kind of getting off topic. The main topic is I'm thinking maybe we put a little garden-y type area here. I think that makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense, in fact, so let us do that. First of all, 2, 4, 6, 7, and 8. I did move, or didn't set that too far. 2, 4, 6, and 7. Well, actually, I suppose I should just have fence everywhere, because the big reason for the fence is to hopefully minimize monster spawns. I've actually noticed that monsters haven't really been spawning in this area too much. So either things have changed since I last recall them. Is that light really illuminating all the way down here? That's kind of ruining my whole point of having this. But then again, this will be the sewer walls at some point, so it'll all work out. It'll be fine, and everything should look exactly the way I have foreseen it. But anyway, yeah, the idea here is we will have something of a bit of dirt. We'll have some flowers and stuff growing here. Let's make sure this all actually looks proper. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, and then 2, 4, 6, and 7. All right. So right here is where all the dirt will begin. Plus, we have a lot of dirt blocks. Less than we had before, because I got rid of a bunch of them. We still have a fair amount. You know, that's not as big and grassy as I wanted. So I just figured it'd make sense, have a nice little sort of parky-looking area where there's actual greenery and stuff in the town. And just to spruce things up a little bit. Alright, so we'll want 1, 2. There we go. Oh, and I cut completely in the wrong there. Alright, so we'll do something like this. And again, the reason for the sort of gap behind where the gas lamps, light posts here, are supposed to be is just to help with water drainage and such. since otherwise with all this, and again, the whole point of having these is because if I recall correctly how monster spawning works, get off my grass, they spawn on open background tiles, or it might be on dirt, which means this dirt is going to spawn monsters, I think. That might be how that works. If so, that is kind of annoying. Hoping I'm wrong on that count. But I might be right. But I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll be happy. If I'm right, not so much. But sometimes that's just the way it is. And you just gotta live with it. Live with it and make do. Actually, to be honest, I suppose the smart thing would be to actually have it so that, like, it was completely open down here. Maybe. But now we'll keep it like that. Since, I mean, realistically, it's not like anyone would see that, like, the foundations kind of kept going from there. Alright, so this is what we've got. And we'll chuck down, I think, some flowery grass seeds. Or maybe a mix of the two. Wait, I did in fact forget this. There we are. And the town is starting to come together. And at some point we will have to get back to actually building the mansion and lab area. Why is it that I deserve a mansion anyway, I wonder to myself? Is it because in real life I can't afford a mansion, so I'll just build the biggest damn castle I can in any video game whenever I get the opportunity? Probably, that's probably it, to be honest with you. There we are, a little bit of this, a little bit of regular grass in there. Something like that. And kind of flower it up a little bit. Like that. Like that. And a few more flowers over there. And then some regular grass like that. And you know what? That looks okay. That looks okay indeed. And then, of course, we'll want to put some park benches and stuff. By the by, maybe a fountain, if we're feeling really opulent. At some point, I'm going to have to throw all this stuff away. And by that, I mean get it into a proper place, but we're not really worried about storage and stuff like that. Also, this is, I guess, the church storage area. So, overall, I think things are looking pretty good. Do I want to have it so that the lights are only on when the door is on? Or the door is open? To indicate that the church hours are on or something? I don't know. Does that even make sense? Yeah, why not? It's my building, it'll make sense because I say it does. The lights are powered by the door. Sensical. Alright, I like it. Alrighty then. So, carrying on with our great work here. I'm gonna try to make sure everything is somewhat consistent here. As far as the heights of individual buildings and so forth are concerned, because I feel consistency is key to having a happy home, or a happy village anyway. What do I want this to actually be? I haven't quite decided. Plus, it also occurs to me, the village is probably going to continue on the other side of the mansion, and probably on the other side of the power plant. We have all kinds of stuff going on over there. And perhaps we will do something slightly different with this side. Alright, bloop, bloop. And actually, is that one higher? Let's see. Yes, one higher. Okay. There we go. Now we can get the door in there. That is truly the most important thing of all. We have a door so that we can say, we can shut this door, we can lock all our doors, be completely safe, and happy and secure, and generally feeling good about our lives. Maybe I should have another store here. And we kind of have we have a store, a steampunk store, on one side of this little, like, peasant hovel here. Then another thing here? I don't know, does that make sense? Yeah, like the first floor could be the shop, and the second floor could be the person's actual home where they sleep and stuff when they're not selling people things. That makes sense. Probably. Maybe we'll actually give these guys stairs. I've been kind of avoiding stairs just because, aesthetically, they look right. And they belong. But as far as space is concerned, it's a bit easier, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a bit easier to not have stairs. But again, aesthetics are probably pretty important, so let's get it in there. Let's actually make this a little bit wider, I think. That would make a lot of sense. So there we go. Do a bit of that, something in that fashion. And you know what? We'll do something a little bit different here. A lot of first floor buildings have kind of like that red foundation, but we'll have proper baseboard foundations in here, I think. Because this guy probably wants a nice looking shop. Something he can be proud of and say, hey, this is mine. I own it. And government is not taking it from me. Why he says government instead of government, I don't know, but you know, it's his or her, depending on who ends up spawning here. It's their right to pronounce words how they feel they should be pronounced or something like that. I don't know. If people are crazy and want to pronounce words in weird and unusual and unorthodox ways, who are we to tell them otherwise? Or something. Something like that. Alright, there we go. We'll have this. This. We'll want at least one window. How have I been designing these windows thus far? Wood with little supports on either side. Gotcha. Alright, so we'll want, I don't know, a little bit of this. A bit of that. No supports in this building. This building is completely standing on its own 2 feet, I guess. Oh. We'll have a little window right here so that they can look outside and enjoy the lovely grassy knolls and other things that there are to see. Very, very nice. Alright, so they have a little window there. And I don't know, what kind of shop should this be? I'm not decided yet. So maybe we'll just leave it like that, and we'll let commerce take care of itself as it happens. There we are. Little bit of this, bit of that, and this will be their home. Also, I'm kind of forgoing bathrooms, it would seem, and kitchens for a lot of these things, and just sort of assuming that people will somehow acquire what they need to survive on their own, I guess. There we are. We want the roof to be at least a little bit taller than my top hat, because, you know, as the presumed mayor and or god king of this town, we do not want our own head to get bopped whenever, or our hat to fall off when we walk into buildings, because that would be highly embarrassing, and we can't allow such embarrassments to stand. Now, can we? You know what? That's not gonna go for me, so there we go. Something like that. That is good and proper. There we go. Something like this, and like that. And one more, because why not? Go over there, and do your thing. There we go. This is looking quite nice, isn't it? I am rather happy with how things are turning out. Good times shall be had by all in our fair Gaslightburg. And everyone shall be happy and prosperous, probably. It's probable. There's a possibility that not everyone will be equally prosperous. This is not even, is it? Yeah, this does not look right. What have I done wrong? I know it's not right, but... And let's see here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I see. Just went down too far. Alright, let's fix that, shall we? There we go. Because I like the way it is this way more than on that side, so we'll model our building efforts off of that. 1, 2, and 3. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. There we are. Plus, it just kind of fits better. That is even now. Okay, good. I am a happy man. Alright, so kind of, I don't know, something like this. Like so. There we go. Every house gets some kind of upstairs crawl space type area. You know what? We have also been neglecting to have pipes run through this building. So let's, what good steampunk town does not have pipes running through every single thing? So let's fix that right now. Unlike some of the other buildings, we won't be quite as obvious about it. We won't have an exterior pipe running from outside in. We will just have the pipe kind of coming up from the floor here. Oh god. Put it in the foreground. That is... And I just destroyed the stairs. Wonderful. And by stairs, I mean the door. Positively perfect. Except for that. There we go. Get rid of that so that we can... There we are. Have one big connected happy tube. There we go. A little bit of this. And let's keep the tubes running, because tubes are fun. Tubes that are pipes are even better. Alright, so something like this. This will run up into the ceiling. Like so. And then like that, and then we can put a little doohickey on the top. You know, like the other sort of steampunky things. That'll let out all the heat and exhaust type air. But we'll get to that in due course. For now, let's... I feel it makes sense to have sort of like just a wood kind of look for this. Makes sense to me, anyway. And then... this, we will have more. There we are. Actually, this is going to be really short, isn't it? And we'll let this guy have some wallpaper. Like that. Nice little wallpaper right here. And his window is going to actually be... or her. I don't know who's going to spawn in yet. We will give them a window over there, I think. It's going to be a kind of a small window compared to some of the windows we've had. But it'll still be a good window. And any window's a good window, because people like to look outside and see what's going on. Because people are nosy. And they have to see whatever people are doing at all times, even if it's none of their damn business. Almost swear I had some kind of vendetta about people staring through my window. And yet, that's not really a problem for me, fortunately. But there are people like that out there. Always have to stare in at other people, see what they're doing. Or stare out. Which is sometimes even creepier, because you can't always see those people, because you're just walking by, and then you look, and out of the corner of your eye, you think you see some shutters, or some curtains rustling, as if someone saw you turning to look in their general direction, and they realize they're going to get caught spying on you. And they don't like that. Alright, there we go. Perfect house for someone to move in whenever we get around to it, really. And oh, good God, I just looked down at the time, and this episode has run on far long enough. And you know what? I still didn't talk about 1.3, which was something I mentioned at the end of last episode that I had wanted to mention, because, you know, it's something coming up, so it seemed like a good thing to talk about. But anyway, before I let this episode run on too much longer, because, I mean, I don't want these episodes to be too long, because even if people enjoy longer episodes, I figure there's probably a cutoff point where it just gets too long, and, you know. Anyway, we'll worry about stuff like that later. For now, though, that's going to do it for this episode, so until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below to let me know what you're thinking, or what you might want to see as we continue with our building and exploration and so forth. Until then, I will see you all in the next video.